fire is blazing so bright, calling the fight from vigilance. We stand from dawn to twilight. The empires rise and conquer. In the wild phase of danger, carry on to the victory. You better take a deep breath. Each dawn it brings a bitter fight. Another chill may run down your spine. Fear lurks beyond the edge of sight. Carry on to the glory, to the great victory. Never give up till you die. Never give up in this life. For every word that you win bright, it's time to become. Never give up on your mind. Hold your weapons, try to fight. For every kingdom that falls and rise, it's time to become legendary. Chaos will sharpen your knife. Make way to find your destiny. Worship a man or a shrine. Can both recall is scattered. In the wild sound of war drums, tearing down all the enemies. You better capture the arcs. The carriers may bug you down. Set up for the swiftest ride. Sneaky Texas work as a best alive. Carry on to the glory, to the great victory. Never give up till you die. Never give up in this life. For every word that you win bright, it's time to become. Never give up on your mind. Hold your weapons, try to fight. For every kingdom that falls and rise, it's time to become legendary. Across the oceans, stories will be told. How you struggle, how you try to define the world. With a sacred name, you are the one chosen to start out the storm. Never give up till you die. Never give up in this life. For every word that you win bright, it's time to become. Never give up on your mind. Hold your weapons, try to fight. For every kingdom that falls and rise, it's time to become legendary.
Hello, governors. Welcome to the 2024 Grand Prix Qualifier Day 2, Game 1. I'm your host, Plato Gaming, caster, and content creator for Rise of Kingdoms. And today we are back with the Grand Prix Qualifier Group Stage games, where we will be streaming 3 games straight. The Grand Prix is the pinnacle of competitive Osiris League, where the best of the best teams from both the international server and the Chinese server get to compete to prove themselves as the best team in the world. The two servers competing against each other were introduced last season, but this season we actually have new changes as well. This year, not only have we invited the past season's Osiris League winners and second place, but we have also invited the third and fourth place teams as well. The winners of Osiris League, such as the 60 GTs and the 93 Ts of the world, have secured their spots into the main event, but the second through fourth seeds, alongside 4 registered teams, totaling 16 teams, have to fight it out in this new qualifier stage, which is what we will be continuing to cover today. The first match that we'll be watching together today is 65 AC versus 489. 65 AC are representing the realm of Basset, which is the third youngest realm, but they have made it to the semifinals, securing their spot into the Grand Prix by making it into the semifinals of that realm. 489 are a familiar name to most, as they are the reigning Grand Prix champions and are coming from the realm of Anubis, where they were runners-up to 60 GT. So, the question is, will 65 AC be able to upset 489, or will 489 take another step towards repeating as Grand Prix champions? A great question to ask. I mean, these two teams have played a game so far. Again, going back to the format, it is going to be a group stage round robin, and each team will be playing one team twice. Will be playing one game against each team. There are 4 teams, so they're going to be playing 3 games each. Both these teams have only played 1 game so far, where 65AC won against 242A, and 489 won against 1E8. So both these teams are actually at a 1-0 game score, meaning that they are currently favored to make it out of the group because only 1 team per group can make it out of the group stage. Both these teams, that means that both these teams in this head-to-head matchup, since they are 1-0, it is super important to win this game so that in the case of a tiebreaker, which is determined based off head-to-head score, whoever wins this game would have priority and make it to the group stage. So 65AC is a team that I did cast during the past season of Osiris League Season 8. They did look pretty strong, especially for a team of Basset, but it is a whole nother beast fighting against 489. We saw 489 yesterday beat 1EE8, which what I thought would be the closest game out of the day, but 489 just showing that they are another tier, another class, and showing why they are the reigning Grand Prix champions. We'll have to see if 489 will be able to continue their form or if there will be an upset by 65AC. I definitely do think 489 are favored in this matchup, but if 65AC can make magic happen, this would be one of the biggest upsets probably in Osiris League history. But we will have to see if they will be able to do so. 489 yesterday, when we were watching the game, 1E8 definitely went towards a mid-centric, mid-focus first arc. 489 just decided to go structures, and from there they ran away with the game. So we'll have to see during that first arc, that first fight, if 489 will continue to employ the same strategies, using sneaky tactics to delay the arc and keep their opponents honest, or if they will be able to just play straight up against 65AC. Again, this is going to be the final day of the qualifier, so it is absolutely huge that these teams win their games because only 1 team per group could make it into the main stage, where they'll be fighting against 4 other teams from the qualifiers in the Chinese server, the 4 champions from the international server, and the 4 champions from the Chinese server. So before we get into any of those crazy teams like 60GTs of the world, 93Ts of the world, we have to fight against the other qualifying group teams. So we will be getting into the game quite shortly. I'm going to be curious to see if they continue to use the new CPO as a rally, or if there will be a backtrack into that Henry Ashurbanipal rally that we've been seeing. There's been a lot of different metas, and I think that's the interesting thing about this qualifier stage is there's no precedent set. There's no precedent set about what is the best garrison and rally for Osiris League, because this is going to be the first time that we have the new infantry commanders inside of OL. So let us get into the game here. We are now in game. We have 65AC in the top left corner. Again, everyone having dev accounts, so you can see the powers are relatively the same. The same amount of troops, the same commanders, everything expertise, the same gear, everything legendary, the same armaments. So it will be a game of wit, a game of skill, a game of strategy. I will say though, just because everything's the same doesn't mean the game will be close. We've seen very, very lopsided games so far in the qualifiers. Let us know who you are supporting in chat. 489 or 65AC. Again, we will have to see the first arc. The first arc was so interesting to watch when it was 489 and 1E8. We'll also have to see how they allocate their troops towards the outer lanes here. We saw 489 also, index into that Shrine of Life so that 1E8 had to retake the Shrine of Life and kind of make the decision. Do we go to the Shrine of Life, lose the 5% troop health, 5% march speed, lose the first occupation points of 400? Or do we continue to rotate mid? They chose to rotate mid, and 489 was able to take advantage. How will 65 AC respond to that? Again, both these teams have only played one game so far, so they've only had one game to scout. There were some teams that played 2 games. Those teams will be playing 1 game today. And it's been a marathon for everybody. I'm sure some people are just used to playing 1 game a week, but now playing all 3 games of the qualifiers in a single week, in 2 days. It takes a lot of resilience. These 2 teams, this is going to be game 1 of 2 for them today. Game 2 of 3 for the qualifiers. As the gates are about to open here. And let us get this match started. We see the double C's, the Belisarius Primes. Energetic also popped by 489, not by 65 AC though. So a little discrepancy from the skills from the get-go. Interesting choice to hold Energetic from 65 AC. As we go ahead and look at the speedy marches, let's see the time differential between these marches getting to the outpost versus 65 AC. Looks like 65 AC actually making it to the first outpost first here. Sentries placed both in the bottom lane. We have 489 with the sentry just before the Shrine of War, so that they can see pretty much all the troops that are going towards the Desert Altar, that are going to defend the Sky Altar. 65 AC with kind of an interesting placement for their sentry here. They won't really see the amount of troops going towards the Desert Altar, but they should be able to see the troops going towards the Sky Altar unless 489 maneuver all the way around. Obelisks have been taken. In all honesty, if we look at the timers, pretty close for these 2 obelisks, maybe a couple seconds off. We'll have to see if those seconds matter. As we see the double C's continuing to scout ahead with the T1 troops. This is why they are super speedy. The opening rallies for both teams looks like 4 obelisk rallies for all of them. Now, we will have to see if those obelisk rallies towards the opponent's obelisks are actually going to try to take the obelisks. 489 yesterday used an obelisk rally to put cavalry units around the obelisk so that they could deny teleport space. That might be something that is repeated today. As you can see, 489 Sentry having complete information of how many troops are going from one side to another. The Sentry of 65 AC will see the outer lane troops here that are walking past, but they will not see the Desert Altar. They don't know how many troops they've placed towards the Desert Altar as of yet. A sentry in the center as well. Only 2 marches of 489 in the center here, compared to the 3 of 65 AC. And we could see yet again 489 with the double C going towards the obelisk, indicating to me that they will be trying to delay and deny teleport spots, as the obelisk will be captured in about a minute here. .489 putting all 3 sentries right on top of the murder balls. Right on top of the murder balls of 65 AC. We can see initial skirmishes on this outer lane. A lot of units, again, a lot of units by 489 in this outer lane, indexing into the Shrine of Life. And this is similar to what we've seen in previous games that 489 has played. We could start to see the initial murder balls here. 65 AC 489. 489 were able to destroy these murder balls against 1E8. Let's see how 65 AC fares here. The first initial sad faces going towards 489. I see 3 sad faces to 3 sad faces. A pretty even murder ball fight. If we go ahead into dot mode to see the amount of units here, it is primarily blue. Is this correct? Or is it 489 target swapping, making the AoE hit the low marches? The murder ball is pushing towards the desert altar. This might not be a safe desert altar for 489. The garrisons are getting swarmed down by 489. We see Arvix's Eleanor trying to desperately get away, but 65 AC with the initial desert altar take. But if we look at the rest of the map up here, that is because 489 has taken 3 other altars. 489 probably sending a couple units up towards the sky altar, which is why 65 AC were able to take the desert altar so dominantly. So trading the sky altar for the desert altar, able to take 65 AC's desert altar as well, at least for a little bit. The Shrine of Life is the play that we were looking at earlier. The amount of units that 489 sent compared to 65 AC. No surprise there that the Shrine of Life is taken. So we see that 489, again, indexing into, investing into the outer lane structures. Now, what does this mean? This means that 489 in 2 minutes will take away 750 points from 65 AC, which should have been theirs. They will be able to make a decision. 65 AC will have to make a decision. Do we go towards these outer lane structures and have a late mid rotation, 5 minutes 50 seconds until mid spawns, until arc spawns? Or do we go to these outer lanes to try to take back our structures? I will say though, an obelisk take by 65 AC is unexpected, denying 2 minutes worth of teleports. We'll see if that will make the difference or not. Last match that 489 played, they did take 1E8's obelisk, which essentially ended the game for 1E8. So 489, seeing that the obelisk was taken, quickly swarming that back down. Desert altar retaken by 489. WIB as the pseudo garrison, waiting patiently for a real garrison to get into this building. There you go. Eleanor switched into, and now this building should hold. All of the swarmers are pretty low here. So it is currently 3 altars to 1. This sky altar will flip in about 35 seconds. Does 489 have enough to save this? It'd be absolutely huge for them if they could take the first occupation, but 65 AC know this. Swarm it down instantly. Huge play from them. Stabilizing the game. The next play would be around the Shrine of Life. 14 seconds for the Shrine of Life for first occupation points here. It is going to be close, actually. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. First occupation points acquired by 489. That is all they wanted. Able to take a little bit of a lead. That is an 800 point differential. 400 taken away from your opponents, 400 given to you. So the outer lane play is already paying off for 489. Able to take first occupations from their opponents. And you can start to see the stream of units coming up from 489 from spawn. Not that strong of a stream, maybe a trickle coming from 65 AC. what you'll see with these top of the top teams is they know the timers, they know the tempo. 65 AC will know about the units coming through though, with this unit that they have harassing the marches, walking through, just trying to be a pest, as annoying as possible. As we get closer and closer to the mid fight, 3 minutes to go until mid. All things considered, outside of that first occupation points, the structures are pretty even here. So it does look like 489 will opt into a mid fight compared to the style that they did against 1E8, which was sacking mid, going for structures. Now the real question is, will 65 AC humor 489 to a mid fight? Or will they do a 489 where they go for the structures and 489 will be stuck without a date in mid? In all honesty, 489 look like they're holding pretty well. There are a lot of units coming in from 65 AC. A lot of units in this outer lane from 65 AC. 489 having that scouting march, which also doubles as an arc carrier march. Just keeping tabs, keeping eyes on the units of 65 AC. 65 AC being confident enough to take initial positioning here. 489 being confident in a different way, saying we could hold back here. We know we have enough units coming through, and we know that we could push through the murder ball of 65 AC. So it looks like both teams here are stable in structures and going for a mid fight. 489 using sneaky tactics. Desert Storm in response. Desert Storm, for those that do not know, unstealths units and damages them, so sneaky tactics is nullified. What an interesting use of skills by 65 AC in this mid fight. I don't think I've ever seen anyone use Desert Storm against 489. We've seen 65 AC use Desert Storm in their semifinals, and now the mid fight continues. Dust Up was used, and to the death. First arc by 65 AC. 489 responds with Heaven's Grace. Sad face galore coming out from 65 AC. We are talking about how 489 had the initial murder ball. There are too many units still coming in from 65 AC. They didn't have the bigger murder ball. To the death, leading to their deaths for 65 AC, as the meat grinder of 489 continues to churn out the sad faces here. Arc spawning in 4 seconds, looking rather uncontested for 489. And though 65 AC were able to stabilize the structures, they were not able to stabilize the game. And that was a huge play by 489. And I think that is a good point from chat. 489 doesn't really use sneaky tactics. They use sneaky tactics, yes, for the invisibility when they're not contesting the arc, but they still use sneaky tactics for the extra attack, even when they are going for the arc. So even though they were unshrouded with the Desert Storm, they were still able to get the victory in that arc fight. What did 65 get in return? They were able to get the Sky Altar. They're able to flip the Desert Altar, although their Sky Altar was flipped. So they were at least able to get something. But 489 saying, hey now. You got some structures. We are going to be taking them back. Desert Altar taken by 489. As the marches from mid, since they're so healthy, march towards the Desert Altar. without a blue speck in sight. In response, Shrine of War taken. So 65 AC trying to find the gaps, trying to take structures where they can. But 489 look omnipresent on this map, able to take whatever structure, whatever objective that they need. Skyaltar retaken. So it is an arc plus 4 altars that 489 control. No points generated from altars right now, but a 4 altar hold is absolutely huge for 489. Continuing to gain more and more control in this game, as the game is in an even state, but they do have the arc, they do have the 4 altars, they do have the pressure out in the open field, as there are units denying 65 AC from going close to their home desert altar. There are units marching towards the sky altar to reinforce the sky altar. 489 just doing everything that they need to do to continue growing this lead. Energetic used again by 489. Did 65 AC take stocking up rather than energetic? That might be the case. They should have a lot of provisioners, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 provisioners compared to 0 provisioners coming from 489. So perhaps 65 AC looking towards some form of a second arc here, but they need to take back this desert altar. This desert altar looking rather comfy for 489. The ban is draped red for quite a while here in the blue team's home desert altar. 65 AC do have the numbers, but they did go in one by one. You can see sad faces coming out from both teams here. But 65 AC, though their home is not far away, they are still getting sent home regardless. But the murder ball is slowly pushing towards the desert altar. Again, the reinforcements are a lot closer for 65 AC. So this should be an overall win for 65 AC in terms of the murder ball fights. Whether or not 489 can get enough reinforcements for the desert altar is going to be the next question here. It looks like the answer will be no. Only one march coming through. If we look at the rest of the map, no other blinking structures as of yet. So this is a rather stable game state. As soon as I say that, the desert altar looks like it is getting attacked here. The backup garrison getting attacked, getting swarmed down a little bit here. But it is a full cavalry march, so rather speedy getting into that desert altar. As we switch back to the desert altar of 65 AC. Well, it is a 489's desert altar as of the past 5 minutes, but the home desert altar of 65 AC. Trying to redecorate it back into the color blue. Sky altar though, with the ring of blue around it, will they be able to reinforce this? The answer is no. So 65 AC finally able to retake one of these altars, or take rather one of these altars away from 489. The lead growing ever more here. A 1.2k lead when the game state was even, due to the fact that 489 did control those 4 altars for quite some time there. Plus 3k points in the bag here, held by the double C. The Desert Altar over here, by the way, still holding by 489. This is a miraculous hold. 65 AC just walking around it, perhaps succumbing to the fact, accepting the fact that this will be 489's Desert Altar now. Waiting for the rally. Rally coming in. It is a CPO with Tariq. But that extra weight is minus 300 points. Or maybe minus 300 points with 150 points taken away from you, 150 points given to the opponents. But they were able to take the Desert Altar back. And now the map is in an even state, but they are down by a wider and wider margin. Ideally, when you lose that first arc, you gain points via structures, but the points per minute, though close, it has been in 489's favor for some time. Game state is stabilizing. A lot of units here coming from 489, and this is something that we were talking about yesterday, is some of the newer teams into as the arc was captured. So you could see the true point differential here. 4.5k differential between the two. Going back to the point, some of the newer teams or some of the less experienced teams, they go and attack the Shrine of War, but 489 saying, hey, we're gonna go and combine our 2 lanes here, attack the Sky Altar, give them that Shrine of War for free. Let them hold that all they want. What we want are these altars. I'm not too sure if there is public standings as of yet, but I will say these two teams are 1-0 so far. And the rest of the group here is 0-1. So these two teams playing to be favorites to make it out of the group. If you're a 1E8 fan, you're hoping that 65 AC can make a miracle happen. Because if 489 win this game, they're getting closer and closer towards securing their spots into the main stage. As the rally comes in here, CPO with Tariq. We have some swarmers coming from over yonder, coming from the fog of war. A lot of open field from 65 AC. Though we do have 6 minutes until Arc spawns. Let's see how both teams are reacting to that. We see some units converging. Some units coming towards the mid here. 4-4-9. 65 AC. Looks like no units as of yet for them. As we continue on, this is a CPO with the Pakal, a little bit of anti-swarm, trading anti-swarm and some tankiness. instead of damage, which the Tariq would give. It looks like we are now getting a mid rotation from 65 AC. So both teams look like they are going to be responding to this arc. This is probably a must-win arc for 65 AC, because they are down by about 4.7, rounded up to 5k points here. But I will say 489 being relentless with their siege on the Sky Altar. Look at the amount of troops just not even caring about the units hitting them. As we continue to see the rallies come through, but both teams now recognizing that mid is the goal, is the objective. Although both Sky Altars being swarmed down by the opposing team, this Eleanor is getting pretty low here. They do have reinforcements though. The double C coming from the mountains of Osiris. This Sky Altar looks pretty safe. This Sky Altar a little less safe, but the marches have been sad faced out. Desert Altar looks like there is only a couple low units trying to sad face on the Desert Altar. So the structures are stable for both teams here, going towards this mid fight. Yet again, 489 being first to murder ball up here. But 65 AC do have vision. They do know. They brought the human sentry with the cavalry marches, making sure the team has all of the information, which is exactly what 489 has been doing throughout this whole match. Just double C's running around in fog of war. The Sky Altar though was taken somehow by 489. So this is actually going to be a timer for 65 AC. But it looks like 65 AC bringing some units here to retake this Sky Altar. Reinforcements coming in from 489. You can see the double C's trying to reinforce the Sky Altar garrison here. All of these are cavalry marches, by the way, which shows that this outer lane, most of these guys run cavalry just so that they can get from point A to point B as fast as possible. 2 minutes left until arc spawns. Most of the action will be in this mid fight here, as both teams desperately trying to find any semblance of information. 489 having the sentry on top of the murder ball, know exactly how many units are. It's like they're not playing with fog of war. 65 AC though, they don't see exactly where the murder ball is. They do know that it's there, but having to have a cavalry march just keep tabs, make sure that they know which side of the temple they're at. 489 slowly but surely making their way up towards this mid fight. 1 minute 30 seconds until the arc spawns. I expect this mid fight to explode in about 10 to 15 seconds here. Both teams almost breathing on each other, and there we go. To the death used by 489. 65 AC used to the death in their first mid fight, so they will not be able to respond. No response skill by 65 AC. What a surprise. It's to the death versus nothing right now. Sneaky tactics used by 65 AC. Interesting tactic. Are they going to try to steal the arc from under 489's nose? Do they have some form of sneaky tactics? with master strategies, perhaps? If that's the case, they didn't have to bring their whole murder ball mid, though. They could have been pressuring structures while a small contingent of double C's were mid. Not exactly too sure what the plan was for 65 AC. It is master strategies. Isn't this too early? The arc didn't even spawn yet. I don't even think there are any blue marches to steal this arc. There's not. They tried to steal the arc, but 489 just wiping the marches before they could even steal it. It was an attempt by 65 AC. Hindsight is 2020. But in hindsight, I think it would have been better if they just went structures, brought some units in, then tried to steal the arc. Because the murder ball was essentially sent to die. They're cannon fodder with the lack of skills compared to the death. So the murder ball didn't really do anything there, except made 489 bring a huge contingent of marches towards that mid fight, allowing them to instantly wipe any of the double C's that were under the shroud of sneaky tactics. What's a play? And we could look at the rest of the map here. The rest of the map looking rather even. But if you lose the mid fight, you'd wish that you at least got some structures. But the structures look like they're going to be taken. The Desert Altar under heavy distress right now. Under heavy attack by 489. Energetic used by 489, being perfectly comfortable, saying, "Hey, we won the mid fight. We don't win it. We just need to get back our skill points for the third fight, which they can delay for quite some extent here." Again, having that arc control, absolutely huge for them, and they haven't had a full control of the structures. But they have been able to take a lot of the structures and hold a lot of the structures as I caster cursed the Desert Altar of 489. But they will be able to retake it with the garrison waiting outside here. .489. Although this match looks pretty close. If you look back up into the score, which they just captured the arc yet again, the score is telling another story, and more than 9k point differential between these two teams. And that's the amazing part about 489 is I would think that 65 AC, even outside of that mid fight, has been playing pretty standard, has been playing pretty well. But 489 just chipping away, able to take structures, able to flip structures, even able to generate points from opponent structures. And of course, we've seen how they operate around that mid fight. As we see the 489 Sky Altar now generating points for them. 3 altars to 1, 504 points per minute to 380 points per minute. You see the Sepia with Tariq rallying down this Eleanor with what I would assume is Heraclius. Yeah, you can see the AoE from Heraclius. Sky Altar taken back. Structures pretty even, pretty steady here for both teams. But if the status quo continues, 489 are destined to win this game. We saw provisioners from 65 AC, but 9k worth of provisioners. I don't know if that's going to be the play for them. They can perhaps get 400 points, 4,000 points from provisions. I think they have already gotten 1.7k though. I've seen, you know, the likes of 1E8 get 4k, 5k from provisions. But they need to... How does 65 AC get back into the game? They would have to capture the Arc. They would have to take... They'd have to at least have 3 altars. 3 altar control. But with the way that the game has been going, that is going to be a tall task for them. Especially against the likes of 489. Again, for those that just came into the stream, this is the qualifier stage. So both these teams are fighting against their groups. A round robin. There are 4 teams. So there will be 3 matches against the rest of the teams in their group. And whoever has the best record from those 3 games will be the team rather that makes it into the main stage. So because these 2 teams are 1-0, they won their first game. These teams are the favorites to make it out of the group. And it looks like 489 are going to be the favorites as they were at group draw to make it out of this group. Winning against 1E8. They are winning now against 65 AC. The final opponent is a team that 65 AC won against. So it is looking likely that 489 should be able to defend their title in the main stage. Unless 65 AC has anything to say within the last 20 minutes, the last third of this game. Three minutes left until this final arc. It's a tough situation for 65 AC to be in because they need this arc, but at the same time they need the structures. They need everything right now. They need as many points as possible, but it's so hard to hold your structures while also attacking opponent structures, while also trying to rotate mid early. It's hard to be omnipresent when 489 has been doing so the whole match here. It is only 1 team per group. So it's either 489, 1E8, 65 AC, or 242A.
Stand up, don't drown in the dust. The land of the same ones, a prize on your hand. Hold tight, don't lose your way. Chasing for the glory to the end. Don't run, be the one. Bring all your dreams to
Murder Ball coming together for 489. There is no master strategies this time. They already used it at 65 AC, so there's no arc steal impossible for them. We could see that they use every skill in the skill bar except for one. So did 489. 489 using Dust Up. Looks like they are pushing in now. 65 AC in Dust Up in response. One minute to go. I don't know what 65 AC could do from this situation. Perhaps they could do the sneaky tactics play of their own. Try to deny the arc for as long as possible. They are trying to take back the Sky Altar, but they just don't have the mid presence. They are trying to sneak around here though. They're trying to sandwich the murder ball of 489 here. 489 though has consistently the past two arcs brought the arc towards the bottom side here. So if I were 65 AC, I'd probably put the murder ball around that bottom side. The arc though is spawning in 10 seconds. Will 489 know that there is a murder ball behind them? There are units already going towards the Desert Altar, going towards the structures. Will 489 defend this arc? It looks like they will. They have quite the number of units here. I don't know if these units here have been spotted yet. We could look at 489's perspective. They do not have vision currently of the units, although the units are approaching now. They are now in vision. Desert Storm used by 65 AC just for the damage. A little bit of chip damage used or done with that Desert Storm. Desperately trying to take down this arc carrier. The arc carrier is down, but so are... I mean, this murder ball is actually pretty big by 65 AC. But there is a second murder ball around the arc for 489. .49 continually bringing that arc closer and closer towards the Desert Altar would indicate to me that 65 AC will try to aggress on this Desert Altar. This is not unstealable. This is not clean by any means of the imagination here. There is an avenue, an opportunity for 65 to at least steal this arc. The rally is hitting the Desert Altar. Indecisiveness from the 65 AC players saying, hey, should we swarm down the Desert Altar or should we try to get this arc? Not too sure what they should do. 65 AC carrying the arc. Arc has been dropped. It is now looking pretty clean from 489 here. It could have been a little dicey if they didn't have the troops, but they have the whole murder ball here. So it is a safe arc. Walking back towards the cities. And they can hold this arc to make it the last arc of the game if they really wanted to. Securing the win for them. A valiant try by 65 AC. but 489 just being too smart. There have been teams. We saw a team yesterday. They had the arc and they didn't even escort it back home, and the arc was stolen. 489 saying, hey, we know that the only way back for this team to win is for them to steal the arc. So we're going to go ahead, defend the arc with a multitude of marches, a murder ball worth of marches. Even though it looked secure from the fog of war, 65 AC had some units, but 489 had more units, had enough units to defend the arc, which is the reason why they're able to come out of that skirmish with the Ark of Osiris. In response, 65 AC able to stabilize their structures, able to take back their own Sky Altar. Points per minute, 440 to 330. The major difference being the Shrine of Life not generating points for 65 AC. Looks like they do still have some units going towards this Ark of Osiris here. Again, they have true sight of the Ark of Osiris because they have all three of their outposts. The Ark was captured, so there will be a fourth Ark of the game. But with a 13k point advantage going towards 489, that final arc won't win 65 AC the game, but perhaps they will still go for it to at least score an arc for themselves. .49 winning here all but guarantees their berth into the main stage. The stage with 60 GT, 93T, and all the other winners from both the international servers and the Chinese servers. Some people were surprised that 489 even had to play in this qualifier bracket to begin with as a reigning Grand Prix champions, but for those that did not know, 489 did lose to 60 GT in the Realm of Anubis finals, which is the reason why they have to play in the qualifiers. Only the champions of Osiris League of the past season are able to make it straight to the main stage. But 489 saying, hey, showing people that, hey, we are still the same team. We still have strength. Beating 65 AC and beating 1E8, which is no slouch. 1E8 absolutely dominating their opponents right now in the other match. .49 trying to tell the Rise of Kings community with their gameplay that, hey, we are still one of the favorites in this tournament. Perhaps this qualifier stage proving to be good practice as they get into the main stage. As we continue to see these fights, arc spawning in about 5 minutes here. .65 AC just trying their best to attack these structures, trying their best to at least make the game state, make the points look like it was a competitive game, which it has been. But 489 has just been able to take those small advantages over and over and over again and grow them into this large lead. A 15k point differential right now between the two teams. No, is that 17k? It is quite the amount of Ks. Point lead for 489 right now, as they have rotated mid. There is vision of this mid rotation. You see that 489 are seen by their opponents, but I don't think their opponents can do anything about this. 65 AC has been suppressed in other parts of the map. Sky Altar, they're getting suppressed there. Shrine of War, they're getting suppressed there. They are aggressing. They have been aggressing to the Shrine of War of 489, but they're also getting suppressed here in the Desert Altar, which is why sometimes in Arc of Osiris, the best defense is a good offense. Because the troops that could have been rotating mid or attacking the Shrine of War are now stuck defending this Desert Altar here. As we continue to see that there are a lot of 65 AC marches around the Sky Altar, but I do not know if they will be able to rotate mid for this fight. 3 minutes left to go. It is all red, no blue. Having full control of this area here. An absolute masterclass by 489. I don't think there was a specific moment where they secured the game, where they won the game outright. It's more so a collection of small moments, and perhaps that last play of 65 AC, I think where the game slipped away from them was that second mid fight, where they tried the sneaky tactics with master strategies against a 489 that was just ready to mid fight. .49 popping Heaven's Grace here. Confident and comfortable that there will not be a mid fight. Just trying to heal up their troops that are attacking and defending structures as much as possible. 489 seeing that 65 AC are coming from behind though. There is a huge contingent of marches coming from behind, trying to sneak around behind the Temple of Osiris. Perhaps trying to circumnavigate the sentries that 489 have been placing around this area during the mid fight throughout the whole game. .65 AC coming from behind. 489 using sneaky tactics in the middle. Oh no, they're using it in the Sky Altar for some damage, which is fair. But I thought they would use it middle so that 65 AC would not be able to attack these marches. That'd actually be kind of funny. But looks like these marches are going to be left to die by 489. Imagine if 65 AC went middle to wipe the murder ball that was sneaky tactic and they couldn't see it. I mean, they would have a Desert Storm in response. So perhaps they would have lost this murder ball regardless. But this is the most control that we've seen 65 AC have around the temple throughout the whole game. There are reinforcements though coming from the top side of the map for 489. Will they come in time, or will the arc carriers be able to take this arc to the promised land, to their homes? They have 2 arc carriers. You definitely want this top one to get the arc. Looks like the bottom one got the arc though. Should still be relatively safe. But there are a lot of marches running towards this arc. Though I believe 49 do not have true sight of the arc. They do not. They know the general location of the arc though. The reason being is the one outpost, if we look at the map, is taken by 65 AC. .65 AC though, employing a sneaky tactic to secure this arc. Although there's a flank of the flank here. Genie coming through for 489. 65 AC using Desert Storm yet again to try to chip some damage away from the marches here. But 489, in all honesty, they look like they don't have too many marches here. There's a lot of reinforcements coming from 65 AC. The arc is down. There is, it looks like, a 489 march trying to tap the arc, but they were not able to. No, it was a 65 AC march just trying to capture the Arc of Osiris from a different side, I guess. The double C is half health, so they will be speeding through this. And this is a small victory for 65 AC. They have control of this last arc here. Perhaps for bragging rights, saying it in their alliance board, took arc from 489, the reigning Grand Prix champions. In this situation, especially when you have to play a second game later on today, you have to look at the small victories. 65 AC, even though their main stage hopes are not exactly in their hands, at least doing their best to get there. As 65 AC was able to capture that arc, bringing the point differential down to a 10k point differential. That arc, as the fourth arc, is that 4.5k? First arc is 3k, 3.54, 4.5k points scored with that arc by 65 AC. At least making the game score at the end look competitive. But with 1 minute 20 seconds to go, I don't think they could provision 9k. In fact, I can say I know they can't provision 9k. As 489 looking clean, beating 1E8, beating 65 AC, and have one more opponent before they secure their tickets to the group stage. The thing is, though, the matter of fact is, 489 actually already secured their ticket to the group stage, because even if they lose their last game, 65 AC and 1E8 still have to play each other. They've won both their games against those teams, meaning that they have the head-to-head score against them, which is the tiebreaker for tied teams in terms of records. Essentially meaning that even if they lose this last game, they have the tiebreaker against the other teams that can tie them in score. So they have secured their tickets to the main stage. Congratulations to 489. An amazing attempt by 65 AC. But 489, as the reigning champions, proving to be too much, winning an arc and occupation score. 29.9k points for 65 AC compared to 38.4k for 489. GG's to both teams. We'll be having a short intermission before we watch the next game, which is WIB versus HJK. See you then.
Bonfire is blazing so bright, calling the fight from vigilance. We stand from dawn to twilight. The empire's rise and conquer. In the wild face of danger, carry on to the victory. You better take a deep breath. Each dawn it brings a bitter fight. Another chill may run down your spine. Fear lurks beyond the edge of sight. Carry on to the glory, to the great victory. Never give up till you die. Never give up in this life. For every word that you win bright, it's time to become. Never give up on your mind. Hold your weapons, try to fight. For every kingdom that falls to rise, it's time to become legendary. Chaos, sharpen your knife. Make way to find your destiny. Worship a man or a shrine. Can both recall a scattered. In the wild town of wardrobes, tearing down all the enemies. You better capture the arcs. The carriers may bug you down. Set up for the swiftest ride. Sneaky Texas work as a best alive. Carry on to the glory, to the great victory.
Hello, everybody. We are back at it with another cast. This time, it is WIB from 1846 versus HJK from 1188, I believe. So this is a Realm of Anubis, the Realm of Horus rather, matchup. 1188 and both 1846 are known Ark of Osiris teams, but have not made it to the Grand Prix. So both of these teams would love another win here so that they could secure their spots into the Grand Prix. Current scores for these teams: HJK have won 2 games, so they're 2-0, and I believe WIB are 1-1. So WIB playing for their right, their lives rather, for the Grand Prix, getting into that main stage. As we get closer and closer into the match here. I don't know what to expect from both of these teams. I have not been able to spectate any of their games as of yet from this qualifier stage. But it should be a good matchup. 1188 I believe, were the most competitive team against 1093 in that Osiris League last season. People saying that that was as close to a loss as 1093 has been ever since the likes of 1V and when JST were a top Osiris League team. As the gates are about to fall here. A Realm of Horus matchup. Two of the best teams here. HJK from 1188 versus WIB from 1846. Let's go ahead and look at some of these openings here. Let's look at how fast they take these initial structures. See WIB opting to pass the outpost so that they can get to the obelisk just that little faster, just a little bit faster. Interesting choice from them. Again, this is going to be the mirror that we're looking for in this top side. It looks like 1188 able to take that obelisk perhaps 2, 3, 4 seconds faster. Energetic used by both teams. Maybe like it's actually quite a difference, a 10-second difference in terms of obelisk captures. But that sprinting march in this top side was able to capture that obelisk perhaps 2 seconds faster, 4 seconds faster than the march that's stopped by the outpost for 1188. Initial sentry placement, 1188 here, or HJK, having an outer lane sentry here to look at how many units are going to be in this outer lane defending the Shrine of Life, attacking the Sky Altar, while also putting a sentry right at the entrance where they can see how many units are going to each lane. Looks like a heavy inner lane focus coming from WIB. HJK should have full information. WIB having the sentry here so that they can see how many units are going towards this Sky Altar in this outer lane. Won't have any vision of the inner lane, but with the amount of numbers that they have going towards this inner lane side, I think they are confident that they will be able to win this inner lane side regardless. In this top side, HJK having full information of how many units are coming through. Both these teams look like they're having this inner lane focus, not really aggressing too heavy on these outer lanes. You can see HJK here, seeing the initial marches come through. Both these teams murder balling up here, making sure that they have all of their units here prepared and ready for this Desert Altar brawl that's about to happen. It looks like this will be a straight up fight. Both teams indexing into defending their Desert Altars and attacking the opponent's Desert Altar. Pretty standard play from both sides. You can see the importance of the cavalry marches. A lot of high movement speed marches around here. 70 seconds until the structures open. Both murder balls and murder staring at each other. as WIB goes into 1188. The initial murder ball fight starting for both of these teams. Sad faces coming out from both sides. You could see that this will be mirrored in this top side. Although this is quite the weird spot for a murder ball to happen. In the top side of the Desert Altar rather than the bottom side. But I will say there does look like to be a lot of sad faces coming up from HJK in this Desert Altar area. They were a clutch first tap in here with a garrison. But there are a ton of WIB troops around this. There are a lot of WIB around this Desert Altar. You could see that they were able to take the Desert Altar on the top side as well. But will they be able to hold is a real question. The Desert Altar getting super low. Garrison has been popped. WIB taking the Desert Altar away from HJK. Let's look at the top Desert Altar here. It looks like not the same situation. The defenders here having a lot of troops to retake the Desert Altar away from HJK. Although they are filling it rather fast, it is a Heraclius wise test, so fill with anything if you are HJK. A lot of these units though are getting pretty low. 2 minutes to hold. I don't know if they could hold. The Desert Altar has fallen, and so has the Sky Altar. Wow. This outer lane, we saw that there wasn't too much focus from both teams, but these altars have been flipping towards WIB's favor. Desert Altar retaken. Desert Altar taken. Sky Altar flipped with numbers advantage, but they do have a garrison in there, so this should be pretty stable. I don't think they have enough units to attack the Sky Altar now with the reinforcements, with the Eleanor in there, at least denying some points away from HJK. The Desert Altar on the other hand, 1 minute 30 seconds until they get first occupation points. Looks like they are going to be focusing on trying to reset though, hitting cities so that they could get home faster. Gaius, Marius, again, the top of the top teams, putting some of the worst garrisons you'll ever see on a city so that their opponent's sad face slower. It is a strategy, folks, as WIB's Desert Altar looks like it is about to flip. So all of that volatility in the beginning of the match looks like all the structures will be stable though. $20 seconds for the Shrine of War, but the Shrine of War has an XY garrison, turning into an X. That XY garrison was not the garrison of choice for sure. As 4 minutes left until this arc spawns, a pretty late rotate from both teams here, probably responding to the structure focus and the structure activity that both teams have been having. Sky Altar yet again being swarmed down, but all of the units around here are getting pretty low. Eleanor on Eleanor crime here should be a safe structure. If we go ahead and look at the other structure, Sky Altar looks like is getting attacked. A pretty late attack, by the way, from HJK. These units with 3 minutes 40 seconds left until mid spawns will be late to mid, but perhaps it is worth if they're able to take the Sky Altar, which they are. But now these units, if they want a sad face, they don't really have a structure to attack. They're kind of in no man's land now. They have the structure, but they can't go mid. Desert Altar on this top side also being attacked, but it looks like they will be able to secure this Desert Altar WIB. The obelisk, by the way, being taken over and over and over again. Quite annoying for HJK because they can't teleport cities here. If 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the initial 8 teleports as of now, every single time they take the Desert Altar flips, or not the Desert Altar, the obelisk flips, it is minus 2 minutes of delaying teleport. So a pretty, we'll see if that'll be significant later on in the game, as teleports are important, as we've seen in KVK and especially in Osiris League. First mid-fight happening in 2 minutes 20 seconds. We can look at the map. No blinking structures means that the map state is stable. Sky Altar looks like it is going to be rallied down with perhaps 3 swarmers, but that will be it. That will be all. They have some backup garrisons, perhaps some reinforcements coming through. They do know that there is going to be some swarmers, so it looks like they are going to be sending some units to defend the Sky Altar. Shrine of War, by the way, getting swarmed down. 1 minute 40 seconds until arc spawns. WIB definitely have a ton of mid presence, have a ton of mid control. Both teams using dust up here. This is pretty interesting. I think it's a structure focus, by the way, from 1188 in this first arc. They have some presence mid, but they have continued to attack and continue to send units and troops towards these structures, which is a reason why they're generating points from the Sky Altar, have taken the Shrine of War, are attacking the Desert Altar, are attacking the Shrine of Life, and there's just a staring contest middle here. Looks like HJK wanting to start the fight early here. WIB using Bogdown. Bogdown in response to a mirror of skills from both teams. We have the Venn diagram of death in the middle. Bogdown squared. As we continue to watch this mid fight, WIB should have the numbers here. As we see the numbers and the dots start flying out all over the place. But it does look like to me that there is more blue than there is red. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit here so we can see the full picture. And yes, indeed, HJK getting wiped from this first mid fight, but having all of the structures on the map outside of the Shrine of War is a trade that they calculated. They kept enough units to be honest in this middle side. Now the question is, how long will they be able to hold these structures? We've seen teams like 489 use a strategy where they sack mid for these initial structures so that they could gain a point advantage. Points per minute is 130 to 740. But they use sneaky tactics so that they have to keep the arc. They have to keep units around the arc. Right now, the no sneaky tactics has been used. So WIB know that there are not any units trying to snipe down the arc. So they could send a full platoon of units, a full legion of units towards this HJK Desert Altar. And this is looking dicey for that Desert Altar. They're also sending units at their own Desert Altar. So even though they have the advantage in terms of structures, how long will they keep the advantage? And will it amount to the 3k points that they gave up and gave to WIB? Looks like a transport rally to try to get into this Desert Altar. But there is just an ocean of blue around this one red island, this vestige of the Desert Altar. 1846. Will it be worth? They are swarming down 2 altars. The first desert altar is down. Second desert altar looks like it is the same. So they were able to stabilize their buildings pretty quick here. They are still down by about 2k. The Arc Carrier bringing the Arc closer and closer though to the obelisk, to their home base. The Sky Altar though still being taken by HJK, even altar amount, but the altars are not generating points from WIB. So we still don't know the extended play in terms of the score, if it'll be worth for either team here. But as of now, WIB would be in the lead if this arc is captured. 3k points, by the way, if this arc is captured. So it'd be 8.1 to 7.5 true score right now. As we see the battle around the pyramids here, as if the pyramids are an objective of themselves. Unfortunately, they are not. The desert altars are going to start generating points for WIB. 1188 HJK trying to go behind and perhaps swarm from behind, but there are just so many WIB units, and that's the problem with getting destroyed mid, is that so many of the units, because they're healthy, could just go straight towards the structures, defend the structure. Although I do not think there's a garrison. It is still a WIB garrison. Not an ideal garrison, but it looks like it will be enough. So they will now start generating points on the HJK home desert altar. But it looks like the WIB garrison, not ideal. This will drop, which is absolutely huge for HJK. Now having 3 altars to 1. WIB trying to change that though. They have a little bit of blue in this top side Sky Altar. The bottom side Sky Altar, the home Sky Altar for WIB, is getting swarmed down as well. Looks like HJK know that their time is up and are starting to run into the buildings here. So they swapped Sky Altar for Desert Altar. Desert Altar retaken, by the way, by WIB. So on the extended play, it is pretty much an even game, even if the arc is captured right now. Points per minute 410 to 560, so there's still a points per minute lead for HJK, meaning that this point differential will continue to grow. Sky Altar is still being swarmed down. Heraclius, YSS trying to hold on for their dear lives, trying to make sure that their double C's get into this to reinforce as fast as possible. But it looks like some units are saying, hey, this is too much. We got to murder ball up. We cannot hold this. You say Makote swarming down the Sky Altar. As the Sky Altar is finally retaken by WIB. Desert Altar in the meantime was retaken by HJK. So it's trading, swapping altars. Desert Altar on the top side has been taken by HJK as well. So HJK always having, it seems, 3 altars to 1 in the structure game. Even if the arc was captured, it would be an even game. But if you look at the points per minute, pretty much even. But the Desert Altars have not started generating points yet. As we continue to see the extended fights, HJK having a murder ball in front of this Desert Altar, trying to make sure that they can start generating points from this. HJK now technically in the lead, even if the arc is captured, so they should be pretty comfortable with that fact. WIB definitely need to start stabilizing the structures. I think the play from HJK was a pretty good play to go for these structures. It looks like it is working out because WIB have been down in tempo ever since that play on structures. They have now taken the Desert Altar, but the damage has already been done. They're down by about double their points per minute, 230 to 440. Now the structures have stabilized, but HJK have taken a small 200-point lead. The arc has been captured, so we can see the true scores, 9.5 to 9.7, a very close game. Again, this being a showdown of Horus, the oldest realm in the game, showing the experience from these two teams. They've been there, done that. 1188 being mainstays in Osiris League, 1846 the mainstay of Anubis, making it as a finalist, as a semi-finalist multiple times in the realm of Anubis, making it as a semi-finalist in their first time in Horus. HJK coming from 1188. Going to building focus the first arc. WIB already rotating mid. Will they decide to go building focus for the second arc? Second arc worth more points. 3.5 compared to 3. But WIB saying, hey, we are going to go an arc focused game. They were pretty dominant in that first mid fight. Look pretty confident for the second one. They did hold it for quite some time though. They held it until about 38 minutes, which is pretty standard, but it does guarantee a third arc. You could go ahead and look at the structures here. Pretty much an even map state, except for the fact that the bottom side structures for WIB are not generating points, which is the big discrepancy, 280 to 590. WIB perhaps looking at the structure game saying, hey, our structure is not exactly doing the best. Let's rotate mid. Let's play a mid game. Because 1188 HJK have been doing work on these structures, have been able to make a 1k point lead with the work that they're putting in on WIB structures. As we continue on with these fights, looks like with the mid rotation of WIB, 1188 saying, hey, we're actually going to rotate mid this time. We're not going to do any building play shenanigans. Last arc, we saw HJK continuously attack buildings even as the arc spawned. This time, looks pretty standard, looks pretty normal. Only 2 blinking buildings. That being the Sky Altar, which is actually getting attacked. And the Desert Altar, which only has 1 unit, has 1 rally rather. So we'll go ahead and take a look at this Sky Altar, as this is the 1 point of contention right now. Both teams with a vision of each other. HJK having the sentry in the back here. WIB not with full vision of the units coming in, but have a general number of the current murder ball. As both teams start to get closer and closer, 3 minutes 20 seconds until the arc spawns. Sky altars look like they're only rallies being sent. There's two players 1v1ing each other, but instead of that, everyone is going mid. Let's see some HJK individuals here, perhaps trying to take away rather the troop attack and troop defense from WIB. WIB Shrine of Life being rallied as well. But in these 1v1 scenarios, the garrisons look like they've been able to hold pretty well here. Desert Altar under attack. But that does mean there are a couple marches from WIB that might not be mid. That will not be mid, rather. With 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. There are reinforcement marches coming from HJK. You could see a filler march Ethelfled with a backup garrison coming from the Eleanor. You can see some HJK marches trying to whittle down the marches of WIB as they go mid. Justinian Ethelfled as a pair or HJK, showing how important cavalry are, movement speed is in Ark of Osiris. WIB in the poll, winning 64% to 36%. So people think WIB are favored in this matchup against 1188 HJK. You see dust up used by both teams. 1 minute, 10 seconds left until arc spawns. HJK is going into WIB's murder ball. WIB saying to move back. Bogged down used by both teams. Venn diagram 2.0 sneaky tactics used by WIB as well. We have Heaven's Grace in response by HJK. I will say WIB's murder ball was split. This might be absolutely horrible for them. Look at the sad faces coming out from WIB. My goodness. They were trying to sneaky tactics their archer marches so that the AoE does more damage. But because they tried to do that and HJK saw that, they just instantly went in and started attacking WIB marches, making so that WIB's murder ball was half the size of HJK at the beginning of the fight, which is leading to the streamline of sad faces, the blue tears of sad coming out from the top to the top of this fight. 1 minute until arc spawns. HJK look like they have a free pull. If they have an arc carrier, there has to be a hero from WIB that delays the arc capture, but it looks like there is an XY in the bottom here, which should have a clean pull from WIB. What a play from HJK. They saw that the murder ball was split. They saw that WIB wanted to use sneaky tactics to buff up their archer marches. We've seen multiple teams do this. We've seen 2489, 489 to be exact, do this in the finals against 60 GT. But WIB did it too late because HJK called their bluff. They saw exactly what they needed to see and saw that, hey, we can take this fight. What a play from them. And I completely understand what WIB was trying to do. With 1 minute until the arc spawns, they performed it too late. And HJK was able to take advantage. Now, will WIB be able to delay this arc? Will they be able to steal this arc? They need this arc to get back into this game. HJK are the ones with the point advantage, 1.4k. If they get the arc, they will be up by about 5k. 3.5k with the arc, 1.4k, resulting to a 4.9k point advantage. HJK knowing exactly what WIB needs to do to get back into this game, making a wall of marches around the pathway to get to the arc. We could see the sneaky tactics. They tried to get the marches in the back, which were archer marches, to get sneaky tactics, to get the extra attack. By the way, William Wallace arc carrier. The slowest waddle you will see in Rise of Kingdoms. William Wallace, Liu Che with the arc. Probably T5. But the time does not matter as long as you get to the destination. And HJK looks like they will be able to do so. A huge play from HJK. And again, if HJK win this game, that will be their birth into the main stage. 489 last match has already secured their spot into the main stage. HJK with this win, with a perfect score in the group, would secure their spot in the main stage as well. WIB, if they win this game, I believe they would make it to the main stage. The intrigue continues. This game's not over by any means. There is a guaranteed third arc. The arc getting closer and closer into HJK's territory. WIB desperately trying to not deny the arc, but when you're next to the cities, the arc is all but guaranteed. So HJK with a huge win, a huge play for that second arc, taking advantage of the timing given by WIB. The group stage currently for Group A . as we continue on with the match here. Sky Altar taken by WIB. That's actually a pretty huge play. They need to chip away at the points here, which is exactly what they're doing. 740 to 330. The score is getting closer and closer and closer. If they're able to take the Sky Altar, if they're able to flip the Desert Altar, which is what they're trying to do right now, they can make the game close enough to where when the fourth arc spawns, the game, or the third arc rather, spawns, the game would still be up in the balance. HJK Desert Altar getting swarmed down. It was traded though for the Sky Altar on this top side. So WIB doing part 1, but part 0 is holding on to your own structures. WIB holding on to the Sky Altar. The point gap is shortening and shortening every single minute, but they have to keep onto these structures. This is getting super, super low. They don't have reinforcements, I believe. So Sky Altar retaken, 2 altars to 2 altars. Although there is a current swarm on the WIB home Sky Altar. This Sky Altar with the Heraclius holding pretty strong. You could see the reinforcements, the Belisarius running into the Sky Altar. Just individual marches, making it that much more annoying to swarm down, denying as many points per minute as possible, trying to deny the comeback as well. Any provisioners from both sides? I see one provisioner from WIB. Again, WIB are playing for their lives right now. They need to win this game against HJK to make it to the main stage. 5 minutes until HJK are forced to capture the arc. The buildings being in a stable spot is actually to the advantage of HJK. They are the ones currently up by 1k. This game might actually come down to provisions. We could see some provisioners from WIB. They could make up the 1k disadvantage that they have right now.
sing for the glory in the fight. Don't run, you're the one. Bring all your dreams to the glory.
As we continue on with these fights, trying to flip these structures, the Desert Altar being taken was absolutely huge. Is the reason why they're down right now in terms of points per minute. Even the outpost being taken, just this one double C march, running from outpost to outpost, keeping them honest, making sure that there's a garrison in there.
We rise up higher, reach for the sky, hold on to your weapons with pride. We rise up higher, conquer the arc, get ready to fight for your life. We rise up, climb on, choose the highest ground of the pyramid of life. Let the spirit get you like us. We are the kings, we are the queens, we will rise up to the top.
My goodness, this is going to be a close one. There is a possibility in this group where it is going to be a three-way tie. If WIB win this game, HJK lose this game, and W34X in the other game wins, that would be three teams that are 2-1. Meaning that the differential in your games would be the difference between you making it or you not making it. But of course, this is all if WIB are able to mount the comeback, and right now it is looking rather tough. 1.2k. We can see an offense mounting against the Desert Altar here. Murder balling up 2 minutes until the arc has to be captured. We'll see the true scores. This arc again giving 3.5k points. Man, this is gonna be a close one. We could see that Sky Altar is being attacked, but not too much threat. Even the obelisk captures mean something because of how close this game could be. Arc has been captured. Arc has been captured, so it is a 5k point differential. How does WIB get back into this game? They capture the next arc, they provision up, and that could honestly even the game. 4k plus 1k in provisions would make the game in an even state right now. So this game's not over, but WIB have to do better in the mid fights than they did in that second mid fight. As we continue, 1188, 1846, the Battle of Horus here. The Horus semi-finalists. HJK able to take control and take care of the Desert Altar offense. Sky Altar though, the circle of blue around the Sky Altar, but the blue marches are getting pretty low. There are reinforcements coming from the bottom side for HJK. Even though the structure looks like it's getting pretty low, will it go down? The answer is yes. A huge take from WIB. Minus 300 points so far from HJK. Do they have a garrison in here? It is a WIB garrison, or as of now. They have the CPO in there as a garrison. It is CPO Tariq garrison rather than the rally. The garrison desperately trying to get there. Has 8 seconds. Will they be able to get in? HJK saying, hey, we're going to let them take the Sky Altar. We're going to go ahead and walk with the rally here. The garrison was able to get into the WIB Sky Altar here. Will they flip to that garrison? WIB, they have a garrison in there, but they're still choosing to use the CPO. There you go. The Eleanor is now the garrison. Should be a stable structure. But the Desert Altar was just taken in response. So these structures have been flip-flopping between both teams throughout the game. But it is resulting in HJK getting more and more of a point lead. And perhaps that is because as we saw these units, they ran away from the Sky Altar to follow this rally so that they can go ahead and attack the Shrine of Life. They're just trying to trade structures. That's the thing that's important. HJK, they can just trade structures, and if the status quo continues, they will win the game. But it will come down to this final arc. Because if HJK win this final arc, that is another way that they secure this game. They have multiple ways to secure this game. Either winning through structures, winning the final arc, making sure that they don't have provisioners in terms of WIB. But WIB doing exactly what they need to do, having the Sky Altar, both Sky Altars, and having their home Desert Altar. You can see 430 to 460. So HJK still having a point advantage. WIB's only altar that's generating points right now is actually the Sky Altar, and it looks like it's about to go down. Indeed, it is another huge play from HJK. So both teams are actually still going structures while also going mid. They are both playing with fire, responding to each other's pressure. This mid fight is more important for WIB than it is for HJK. But HJK should still go mid and be a little bit nervous because WIB, they still have some provisioners out there, I believe. Or did they already submit their provisions? They did not. Do they have provisioners, WIB? We saw that they had provisioners earlier. Were they sniped? Ooh, WIB without provisioners. I actually do not see any provisioners on the map. It is a 5k point advantage. The arc only gives 4k, so they have to somehow make up that 1k. Previously, I saw that they had 2-3 provisioners out there, but currently they have none. Two minutes 40 seconds until arc spawns. WIB sending everybody there. I guess including the provisioners that they had earlier. You could see the provisioning 794 to 316, but the main name of the game has been that second arc and the occupation score. WIB playing for their Grand Prix lives. If they win this arc, they have a chance to make it back. Although they have to keep their structures. That's the hardest part. The Sky Altar was taken by HJK. Desert Altar looks like it's under threat. WIB, if they lose their structures and win mid, then it doesn't matter. They don't have enough points. That's the tough part about being down in Rise of Kingdoms, in Ark of Osiris, in the Grand Prix, is the fact that your opponents can choose how they win. HJK saying, hey, we're actually going to go structures because we know you guys are desperate for this mid fight. We know you guys are desperate to get this arc. And you notice how they use Heaven's Grace, HJK did, and Total Vision. WIB using Bog Down. Bog Down helps the mid fight. Total Vision and Heaven's Grace helps the whole map. So HJK using skills that not only elevates their mid fights, but also the troops that are attacking the altars of WIB, which is why WIB has no altars. The WIB losing the desert altar, we saw that they lost their sky altar. Looks like they're also losing the mid fight. It is actually a pretty close mid fight. We saw a lot of WIB sad faces, but there are still a lot of WIB marches in there. $20 seconds rather, until before arc spawns. WIB looks like they're losing control of mid. This was their win condition. This is what they sacked their 2 altars for. The point lead growing and growing. We saw that it was at 5k. Now it is about 7k. Both these marches having an even timer. If HJK get this pull, and they do, that's absolutely huge for them. The hero Joan of Arc for HJK, able to steal the arc from WIB's noses. WIB poured everything into this mid fight, but everyone there lost their desert altar, lost their sky altar, but lost mid as well. An absolutely huge play from HJK. And with this arc capture, it secures the game for 1188, secures the main stage berth for HJK. They will be in the Grand Prix main stage with the best of the best teams, with the 93Ts, with the 960s, the 60 GTs, perhaps even being able to, perhaps they will be able to take revenge on 93T for beating them in the semifinals of the past Osiris League, taking one step closer to being Osiris League Grand Prix champions. They still have a long road to go, but this win today makes them go to that next step, makes them go to that next level, where they will be playing both international and Chinese teams. My goodness, HJK should be excited about this win. WIB, it was super close. WIB, wait! They're saying, wait a minute. This is not over. We have master strategies teleporting 30 units into this area. The units are here, the reinforcements are here. Will this be enough to steal the arc? HJK bringing the arc to the outpost instead of to their home base, giving an opportunity for WIB to steal the arc. WIB running with their whole alliance, with their whole kingdom to this Arc of Osiris, the Double C running for its life, but it is down. WIB has taken down the arc carrier. Will they be able to capture this arc? Will they be able to take the outpost? HJK taking the arc, running it away from the outpost, a completely healthy HJK. But with the debuff of the arc taking more damage, it got melted. We're about to see a huge brawl outside of the outpost of 1188 of HJK. WIB taking the outpost, but HJK just able to continuously get these pulls. I don't know how HJK are continuously able to get the pulls against WIB, bringing it closer and closer to their side of the map so that the reinforcements can get there even a semi millisecond faster. I'm making time measurements right now because of how big this arc fight is. Everyone just sprinting towards this arc. WIB finally able to get a pull. But they have dropped it. WIB have dropped it. Using Dust Up, using any amount of skills to try to get an advantage here. The longer this fight lasts, the better it is for HJK because they have the shorter reinforcement timer. As you can see, the stream of marches. The blue march is getting sad-faced out of their cities right now, out of this murder ball rather. And even though WIB tried with the master strategies, tried with that mid fight, HJK just proving to be too much for that strategy. Having the marches escorting that arc of Osiris really proved to be the difference here. There's one final wave of reinforcements coming from WIB, but HJK, rightfully so, are finally bringing the arc closer and closer and closer to their cities. Though the game was secured by the score just by buildings, WIB at least trying, at least hoping that perhaps scoring this arc could win them the game. But with the arc in hand, HJK is slowly marching towards their victory. 1 minute 30 seconds. HJK running with the game in their hands, if the game was not in their hands already. The Arc of Osiris getting closer and closer to these buildings. 1 minute left to go in the game. One minute left to go for WIB's Grand Prix debut of this season. Perhaps I made it. But an absolutely huge W from HJK, dominating Group A with a 3-0 record, proving to Rise of Kingdoms, proving to the other teams in the Grand Prix that we are a team to be reckoned with. Even though we are a semi-final team that lost to the eventual finalists, we are still a great team. GG's to both teams. WIB with 20.8k points, but HJK with 36.9k, winning in Arc of Osiris score, winning in Occupations, and winning in Provisions as well. So GG's to both teams. HJK will make it to the main stage while WIB has been knocked out. And in about 5 minutes, we'll be casting yet another game, O4BB versus AVG. See you guys then.
chill may run down your spine. Fear looks beyond the edge of sight. Carry on to the glory, to the great victory. Never give up till you die. Never give up in this life. For every word that you win bright, it's time to become. Never give up on your mind. Hold your weapons, try to fight. For every kingdom that falls and rise, it's time to become legendary. Get yours, sharpen your knife. Make way to find your destiny. Worship a man or a shrine. Can both recall a scattered. In the wild town of wardrobes, tearing down all the enemies. You better capture the arcs. The carriers may bog you down. Instead of further sweeps this right. Sneaky Texas work as your best alive. Carry on to the glory, to the great victory. Never give up the dark. Creatures crawl into
Hello. We are back with the final match of the day. Final cast of the day. Game 3 of 3 with O4BB versus AVG. AVG coming in as a play-in team, as a registration team. Meanwhile, O4BB coming in as a semifinalist from the realm of Basset, the third youngest realm, or the second youngest realm, third oldest realm. As we get into this game, we've had Group A and B decided already. Group A, with having HJK, the match that we just watched, making it to the main stage. Group B, not exactly too sure who came out of Group B. Beer was in the lead. So I'd be pretty surprised if Beer did not make it out of Group B. This match coming courtesy of, I believe, Group D? Yes, it is Group D. AVG, GB77, Aqua, and 04BB. You go ahead and see some of the players here. Again, these accounts are all the same. They are dev accounts, so all the commanders, all the gear, all the equipment, all of the armaments are the same. It'll all be down to strategy and how you use the tools in front of you. As the match is about to start here, 5 seconds to go. Both these teams playing to make it into the main stage. Energetic used by both teams. Quite the slow start. They have one T1 march, but not a second one for their bottom side obelisk. So this bottom side obelisk will be a very slow take. To compare, you can see that there are 2 marches coming out from AVG. So should have an advantage so far. AVG though skipping out on the outpost so that they can go straight to the obelisk. An interesting play. But this bottom side obelisk will be about 30 seconds late. We could go ahead and compare and contrast the differences here, because this is the mirror. Again, the Archosaurus map is mirrored. 255. Oh, actually not that bad. Not that bad whatsoever. Maybe like 8 seconds. Perhaps the T1 March was in the back of the teleports, but nothing major. I will say there is a minute in between the outposts being captured. So we will have to see how these teams decide to play. We could see the initial sentries here. The sentry from AVG to make sure that they see how many units, how many troops are going up towards the sky altar. 2 sentries. This is like 2 sentries from AVG. Pretty much covering the same spot. I guess they just want some extra vision to make sure that to double check how many people are going towards this desert altar. They do see how many people are going towards the sky altar as well. AVG having some gatherers, having a couple provisioners. Couple provisioners coming out from O4BB as well, the Battle Bunnies. You could see that O4BB's offensive marches here are there a lot faster than the offensive marches of AVG on the flip side on their desert altar. They could take quite aggressive stance here, honestly, AVG. Speeding out of the gates. O4BB they are. With 90 seconds to go until these structures open. Just so that this is clear, AVG cannot make it out of the group. They have not won a single game. They're 0-2, so they are mathematically eliminated from the Grand Prix. OB44 have won a game. Against Aqua. GV77 and Aqua are going to be versing each other. So GV77, if they win that game against Aqua, they are guaranteed to make it out. If Aqua and GV77, if Aqua wins against GV77 and OB44 wins against AVG, then there will be a 3-way tie and it'll be based off game score. So this game definitely matters for O4BB. With the game score, if GV77 lose their game. Man, interesting that is how this group is going to be shaking out. Desert Altar dominance by O4BB. Again, this being the Osiris League team versus AVG. Not too sure how much experience they have together, as they are the play-in team. They're the team that registered. They did not make it from being semifinalists or finalists in Ark of Osiris. Absolute dominance in this top side of the map. Shrine of War actually taken back. Shrine of Life, Desert Altar. I guess traded with Shrine of Life and Shrine of War. Sky Altar, though, getting heavy attacked by AVG. Even though they are technically out of the Grand Prix, still trying their best to fight these matches here. The O4BB Sky Altar has fallen. O4BB sending a ton of marches to that initial Desert Altar. Sky Altar also under attack on this side. Looks like they will be waiting for the rally, trying to clear out the open field before the rally gets here. And indeed they do. Now starting the swarms on the Sky Altar. With the low marches, it seems, trying to make sure that these low marches can sad face out. That's a pretty smart idea, although now they're swarming with everybody. They have to make sure that there is space for the rally. The Sky Altar will fall for AVG, so still first occupation points available in this top Sky Altar. Still first occupation points available in the bottom Sky Altar. Looks like O4BB are determined to get the first occupation points from their opponent's Desert Altars. We'll go ahead and look at the attempt of a Sky Altar retake. There is an XY in there, so it is a rather squishy garrison in there. You can see that AVG having a slew of marches here. This is body blocking O4BB from getting into this Sky Altar, which is absolutely huge for them. This is the only altar that they have control of. It looks like they will be able to hold that Sky Altar. Just a ton of units for them in this outer lane. O4BB looks like they're going for an obelisk play. They're swarming the obelisk. There is an Eleanor in there with a Heracles, so a proper garrison in there with cities to reinforce. I would not expect this to go down unless AVG is sleeping on the wheel. We have seen obelisks fall in this series, in this qualifier stage, when 1E8 lost their obelisk to 489, which 489 teleported a couple of cities in there, and then that side of the map, that game was over from then. We'll have to see if AVG choose to retake that obelisk. But if we look at the map here, AVG taking both of the altars. I believe first occupation points were taken by... first occupation points were taken by O4BB. You could tell because to capture the structure, it takes 2 minutes instead of 3. 3-minute take is when the first occupation points are still available. But AVG actually taking control of 3 altars. A very surprising outcome, seeing as how the initial match initially started. That is because O4BB decided to sad face their marches onto the obelisk to get mid prio, to get mid tempo. Still desperately trying to get back the Sky Altar. They did get back the Sky Altar, so the map is now in an even state. They were able to get more first occupation points, which is why they're up by 3.8 compared to 2.4. But the map did eventually stabilize. With O4BB having mid prio. AVG though looks like they are going towards the Shrine of War, perhaps to take the Shrine of War, but also perhaps to take away, to attack the reinforcements trying to go mid. You can see that the Sky Altar is still under threat, but AVG's has sad faced away from the Sky Altar. Sneaky tactics used by AVG. Where are they using the sneaky tactics? They are using it mid. Desert Storm In response, they are now no longer invisible, taking AoE damage, so no sneaky tactics shenanigans for AVG. Sneaky tactics countered by Desert Storm. If you do not know, Desert Storm takes away invisibility, taking away the strategy that AVG may have been trying to do, and it looks like they are trying to go a building focus while trying to delay arc with sneaky tactics. But that will not be the play for them. They are seen by O4BB, meaning that O4BB should be able to win this mid fight, but they might lose some of their structures, as we can see in the Desert Altar in the top. The sad faces coming out from AVG, arc spawning in 25 seconds. O4BB with the mid control, but they did sacrifice their Desert Altar for that mid control. The arc being slowly escorted towards their side. O4BB with arc control with the lead, but at an altar disadvantage. Points per minute, you can see, will go towards AVG's direction. Let's see how AVG decides to play this. The arc is kind of alone. The arc is kind of alone. AVG do have units coming from the left where the arc is walking. This is not a safe arc by any means. This arc is by itself. It is lonely right now, ripe for the picking for AVG. The marches of O4BB did end up walking towards the Desert Altar, walking towards the Shrine of Life, trying to aggress onto structures, take back structures. As we see AVG Desert Altar being swarmed down by the mid team that was there earlier. This arc being alone looks like it will not be punished by AVG. AVG do not have vision of the Arc of Osiris. They don't know where it is because they do not have control of all of their outposts. Because of that, they do not know where the arc is, so they chose not to try to contest. So the risky play of not escorting the arc will pay off for O4BB because they can put the marches that would have escorted the arc in other places in the map. Let's go ahead and see Shrine of War being swarmed down with the Qualifiers garrison. Shrine of War has been taken down. Desert Altar is continually being swarmed down here. The rally is starting to come in, getting swarmed down by a couple AVG members, but it looks like it'll be coming in relatively healthy. Although this rally is probably one of the slowest rallies I've seen. My goodness. The CPO with Tariq getting chased down by the Joan of Arc, going into this Desert Altar at a half health state. O4BB able to take the Desert Altar with the rally. Again, AVG is a team that made it through the qualifier stage, the registration phase. They are not a team that made it because of being a semifinalist or a finalist of Osiris League. They are facing a semifinalist from the realm of Bastet, so they do have a lot of chemistry, a lot of teamwork together. Sky Altar also under assault. Looks like they will be able to hold this, though. They do have a lot of reinforcements starting to stream in here. So, 04BB definitely having the advantage so far this game. Pretty even game score for now, but they do have 3K in the bank with the Ark of Osiris. They also do have a 670 points per minute versus 280 points per minute game score right now. With the Desert Altar, that is going to start ticking points for them. Although AVG do not want that Desert Altar to be theirs for long. They are starting to swarm it down. You can see that this Desert Altar is going down. AVG able to take back their home Desert Altar, starting to take back some of their home structures. They have both of their altars. Now they have to get back their shrines while also trying to attack the opponent's altars. The Sky Altar, the Desert Altar, both of them being pretty safe in terms of not having too many opponents around that area. You're starting to see O4BB continuing to attack the Sky Altar. We have the Sepia with Tariq. Sepia with Pakal, rather. The difference between Sepia Pakal, Sepia Tariq. Sepia Tariq does more damage, but Sepia Pakal is more tanky. You can see that AVG holding so far this Sky Altar, but they are also swarming down the rally, so there should not be any threat onto the Sky Altar for them, as the rally has fallen. So it is a good hold from AVG. They need more of these to get back into the game. On the flip side, 04BB's Desert Altar getting swarmed down. Rally is down for that as well from AVG. So solid hold for both sides, for both teams on this top side of the map, which is actually to 04BB's favor. They do still have the Shrine of War generating 80 points per minute. We talk about the shrines not being as high as a priority as the altars, but when you have two shrines, it actually generates more than one altar. 160 compared to 150, which is how the points have continued to grow. 720 to 410 points per minute going towards 04BB. Looks like 04BB will be holding to make it a 2-arc game, which, to be fair, at this current game state makes sense. They have the building advantage, 3 buildings to 1. AVG's strategy and tactic of holding the altars would work if they won the mid fights, which they did not. AVG slowly but surely trying to get to these structures. They just got to the Shrine of Life. They still, I mean, they just got to Shrine of War, rather. Still have not gone to the Shrine of Life. But the garrison looks like it is rather empty. Only 2 marches in there. So they were able to take that Shrine of War pretty easily. But the score keeps getting wider and wider with the Ark still in O4BB's hands. Is the Ark getting contested? No, the Ark just always blinks. Shrine of Life looks like it is going to be defended. AVG using Dust Up. Desert Altar looks like it will be the next point of contention for AVG. We've seen multiple defenses from O4BB. Will they be able to defend again? It is an Archer rally with Henry, and I believe it would be Ashurbanipal versus the infantry garrison of Gorgo with Heraclius, trying to swarm down this Desert Altar. Desert Altar is getting pretty low here. Desert Altar has fallen. AVG able to take the Desert Altar. O4BB trying to respond with the Sky Altar, although this is a lot slower of a take. A lot more reinforcements coming from AVG. But there are a lot of reinforcements coming from O4BB as well. You could see some of the units here just trying to get into the structure. This Eleanor is getting pretty low. Will they be able to get the reinforcements in there in time? The answer is no. So a trade of structures. They were actually able to teleport some cities onto their side of the map as well. The obelisk taken by O4BB. We'll have to see if these obelisks, these cities will be able to be a nuisance to AVG. You can see that AVG, the Desert Altar, it looks like it will go down before it starts generating points for them. So O4BB on top of their game, trading the altars and taking it back a lot faster than AVG. AVG still trying to get the rally the troops around the Sky Altar. Ark still being held by O4BB. 3 minutes 40 seconds left until they will be forced to capture the Ark. But it looks like O4BB want to limit the amount of arcs, want to make sure that this will be a building game. And that is fair because they're up by 2.2k even with the Ark still in their hands. Desert Altar is safe. Sky Altar looks like it will start to be attacked here. O4BB, they are starting to rotate over to the Shrine of War when there are a lot of units going towards the Sky Altar. Looks like they are going to be giving away the Sky Altar to retake and flip the Shrine of War. Able to take back the Sky Altar. Shrine of War getting swarmed down though in response. So trading the Shrine of War for the Sky Altar. I mean, you usually wouldn't take that trade, but I guess just trying to flip as many structures as possible is the goal of O4BB here. No backup garrison though from the swarmers, so this structure looks like it will flip back and forth as it has flipped back into AVG's hand. "50 seconds until the arc has to be captured." Definitely delaying it to be a two arc game. Desert Altar of AVG being contested. They have some backup garrisons, some reinforcements in the back, I assume. You can see they are starting to reinforce into the structure. AVG is. Rally is down from O4BB. So it looks like this should be a pretty clean hold from them. All the blue team is starting to sad face away. Sky Altar of O4BB. By the way, the arc was captured, so this is a true game score. 15.6k to 9.6k. As we continue on, looks like Shrine of Life is safe. Sky Altar. See the marches that teleported in from O4BB, reinforcing next to the AVG marches, standing side by side next to each other, going into the murder ball together, carpooling. Again, both these teams, AVG out of contention. They cannot make it to the next stage of the Grand Prix. O4BB, they're still playing for their lives here. If GV77 lose their match against Aqua. But seeing that OB44 has already won against Aqua, but lost against GV77, it would be a pretty big upset for Aqua to beat GV77. Either way, O4BB is trying to play up to get as many point differential between them and AVG as possible, because that is how the tiebreaker, a three-way tiebreaker, would be broken. Again, only the top team from each group makes it to the main stage, so it is either O4BB, GV77, or Aqua, as AVG is already out with 2 losses. You have 5 minutes until arc spawns. You see the early rotation from AVG. It looks like they want to secure this second arc. Desert Altar has fallen in response though. Four altars captured from O4BB, it'd make you think with the late rotation, maybe O4BB are not going for this mid fight. Maybe they're going for the structures. You can see 700 to 70 points per minute, 10xing their opponents. As we see, there's just a struggle. The map is super blue. Only one obelisk and one outpost remaining for AVG, as AVG tried to flood the mid here with marches. 3 minutes 20 seconds to go, but the rest of the map is a sea of blue. As soon as I say that, AVG is able to retake their Shrine of War to at least get that 5% attack, 5% defense in their pockets. But O4BB able to take back that Shrine of War. And this obelisk has been flipping back and forth as well. Desert Altar, circle of AVG. Taking back this Desert Altar. They do have some marches around, but it won't be enough. Again, you can't hard stuff as a single player. You can only put one march per player, which is why it is pretty hard to march swap in that situation for the Desert Altar. They do have a garrison in there, so they do have the Desert Altar and the obelisk and the outposts, the big three of structures for AVG. AVG look like they are chasing marches in the middle here, making sure that they have complete control of this arc. Temple of Osiris, 1 minute 20 seconds to go. You can see the skill bars here. 3 skills still not used from AVG. 2 skills coming from O4BB. Heaven's Grace used by AVG just to get as much healing as possible, I guess, for the Shrine of War marches here, as well as the marches attacking the Desert Altar. AVG has been stuck with no one to dance with in this middle fight. The Murder Ball desperately looking for marches to attack, but they just cannot. "20 seconds until Arc spawns." They took back the Shrine of Life. They're generating points from the Desert Altar. So pretty stable in terms of structure outside of the Sky Altar in this top lane here. Heraclius holding down the fort for them. As we see, the Ark has spawned. Where will they bring the Ark of Osiris? Looks like they are going to bring it to the top side. Interesting choice. They do have cities teleported onto here, AVG. So it's not exactly the safest spot. They are going to go towards the outpost. It looks like they will try to capture the arc around the outpost, but these marches here from Stramars might be saying otherwise. They might try to snipe the Arc of Osiris. They have full vision of it because they have the sentry here as well as the 3 outposts, which gives true sight to the Arc. AVG though sending a ton of marches towards the Desert Altar. We continue on with this Desert Altar fight. The Ark of Osiris looks like it will be safe. There is an ambush in wait here, but they will get spotted. Hiding in the ruins here, but to no avail. We have 20 minutes left in this game, 1/3 left. O4BB up by 12k. AVG still sending out rallies to these structures. They have full control around the Desert Altar, so they should be able to take this back.
Stand up, don't drown in the dust. The land of the sand ones a prize on your hand. Hold tight, don't lose your way. Chasing for the glory to the end.
Desert Altar has fallen. Looks like the Ark of Osiris has fallen as well, but AVG having a ton of marches around that. They have it covered. It should be fine. Super, super close to their cities down bottom. Desert Altar under attack. This is O4BB's home Desert Altar. AVG successfully escorting the Ark of Osiris. So they are now only down by 10k. The 3.5k that Ark provided, they are down by 10k. AVG losing their side of the map. They have 2 outposts, 1 Desert Altar, 1 obelisk. There's an obelisk war going on here with the Belisarius Prime garrison. Shrine of War under threat with a rally here. Looks like that rally was swarmed down. Looks like there is a pretty big amount of players coming from AVG towards this Sky Altar of a O4BB. They are starting to engage. I think AVG should have a numbers advantage, although they're playing a back and forth in Ark of Osiris. But it looks like that won't matter. They will be able to win this murder ball. Although those 04BB marches survived a lot longer than I thought they would. The marches of AVG are getting pretty low as they get closer to the Sky Altar. Although with a rally, it should still go down. There might actually be some threats onto 04BB structures here. For the first time in about 20 minutes. O4BB showing that, you know, a team that's been working together for a full season has a lot more experience than a team that was put together through the play-in stage, but AVG still playing for their honor, still playing so that they can get the game score as close as possible. O4BB actually holding on to the structure, so that murder ball earlier actually proving to be a good. Whoa, this is Nevsky with Attila rally right now. Very interesting choice. Nevsky with Attila in Ark of Osiris, not something that you typically see nowadays, but that rally was so thwarted. The defense of the Sky Altar was secured. This top side of the map is super volatile with the cities that teleported in there. Mid is happening, by the way. The 4 minutes until mid starts. AVG starting to rally the troops towards the Temple of Osiris. As we continue on with the Desert Altar Assault from O4BB, I think O4BB will just be going structures throughout this time, will not go mid, allowing AVG to capture these arcs. They are up by a comfortable 13k. This next arc giving 4k points, so even if this arc is captured, they will still be up by about 9k points. AVG is saying, we don't care, we want Arc, so Arc we shall have. Desert Altar with Eleanor. Eleanor looking like a very strong garrison for these structures. A very stable garrison. But every garrison needs reinforcements, which AVG is giving some, but not enough, as the structure goes down. AVG down by about 13k for sure now. Even if they capture this arc, they will still be down by 9k with 12 minutes to go. I don't think they've been provisioning. I don't see a way for AVG to come back into this game, so it should be a 04BB win, unless the craziest comeback in Ark of Osiris history is going to happen today. But AVG trying to defend the arcs, trying to make sure that they at least have that arc win condition. Arc is spawning in 1 minute and 40 seconds. They're able to rush this arc, capture it to the north here, and then perhaps master strategies a fourth arc. There might be a chance AVG using sneaky tactics on the top side here. Looks like they're going to use sneaky tactics to try to capture this Desert Altar. O4BB have no idea. And O4BB, with the sneaky tactics, do not know where the sneaky tactics marches are. They might be mid, they might be elsewhere on the map, but in fact they are in your desert altar waiting for the rally to hit. O4BB pincering AVG from the bottom side of their own side of the map. 40 seconds until arc spawns. O4BB having full control. O4BB using Desert Storm, thinking that the sneaky tactics marches are there, but no, they're not. They are around your desert altar. O4BB using to the death in this mid fight though. They were surprised to not see any stealth marches, so this should be a wipe for O4BB. In the meanwhile, the desert altar is under threat on the top side. I wish I could show you picture for picture for both sides, but we'll stick for the mid fight now, as the Temple of Osiris is going to spawn the Ark of Osiris. It does look like AVG was wiped from mid. Just showing face, showing some semblance of pressure. But an easy arc take from O4BB in exchange for the desert altar, which was taken through the use of sneaky tactics.
Wake up, sundown, creatures and gods around. Beware, prepare, it's dangerous. They'll linger in the dark. Climb from below, temples and tombs will fall down.
As we continue on with the rest of this match here, desert altars still taken by AVG. Ark of Osiris being contested here. AVG trying to steal it from under O4BB's nose. Ark of Osiris is down. O4BB sprinting to the outpost. I will say though, it does not look like there are enough marches from AVG to contest this arc. It should be a pretty clean capture for this third arc. See Bog Down used in response to AVG. Trying to use up here. Around the obelisk, trying to deny people from going to the obelisk faster. I will say this game might actually matter, because O4BB will be 2-1. The match against GV77 and Aqua is coming down to the wire. 6 minutes to go in that match. A difference by only like 50 points. No Ark of Osiris left. It is all down to structures over there. Sky Altar getting swarmed down from O4BB. As you see, the Sky Altar held by O4BB. Desert Altar was taken by them as well. AVG trying to be as annoying as possible, trying to be as pesky as possible, trying to take as many structures as possible. But the map is overwhelmingly blue. With one obelisk, one shrine, no, two shrines, and no, two obelisks, two shrines, and that's it. No, two obelisks, one shrine. One shrine was just taken. This shrine was just taken. So two obelisks, one shrine, and perhaps one desert altar with the circle of marches here swarming down the DA. Desert altar has been taken down. By the way, the winners of these groups, there will be a draw stream. A draw stream on October 1st. A draw ceremony so that we could see the matchups of the winners of Osiris League, such as 60GT, 93T, from both the international and the Chinese servers, versus the teams that made it through the qualifiers, such as, you know, 489 has definitely made it through the qualifiers. HJK has made it through the qualifiers. Beer has made it through the qualifiers. This match, though, might matter because, you know, O4BB, they will have a 2-1 record. If Aqua is able to beat GV77, there will be a three-way tie for 2-1 with AVG being winless. Which means that it'll come down to match score. So O4BB dominating to this extent, having this much of a lead, will actually matter because it'll come down to point differential if there is a three-way tie. We have O4BB running into AVG's Desert Altar, just trying to wrap up as many points as possible here. As we have 2 minutes left into this game, the rally is coming in. CPO seems to be the rally of choice for a lot of these teams. CPO with Tariq if they have open field. CPO with Bakal if they don't. AVG just sending marches, streaming marches into this Desert Altar area. To the death used by AVG around the obelisk here. Just trying to make sure that they win this obelisk fight. Are they just swarming a city? They are swarming a city. They're trying to zero a player here. Again, you guys have to keep in mind, these players, they're playing on dev accounts, so they have the same amount of troops, same equipment, same commanders. Curious to choose to use Gorgo with Charles, I guess, for the anti-swarm. Bogged down in response. I guess this just shows how this game has gone. Just the use of skills around here. Swarming down these Swarming down these O4BB players. Giving that player MVP by a long shot, I believe. There are 2.5 million points individually. I don't think I've seen 2.5 million points individual before. And growing 2.6. I'm like, is there an extra digit? There is an extra digit. My goodness. I don't know what the largest individual point value I've seen is, but this is definitely up there. This is definitely up there. As the match has finally ended, O4BB have won the match, but have not made it through group stage, as GV77 have won their side of the bracket. 2.8 million individual score, by the way. Winning 43.7k to 17.6k. But at the end of the day, neither of these teams make it through because GV77 were able to 3-0 the group. So the teams that make it through, will be HJK, Beer, 489 rather, and GV77. There will be a group draw on October 1st right here in this channel, so be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like the commentary, subscribe to my channel as well. Plato Gaming should be in the description, and I will see you guys next time.